Alright, hello again. I didn't honestly think I was going to be on tonight, but I've been working on it. And I think this looks good. I'm going to have to adjust audio levels and all that kind of stuff, but... Alright, hello again. I didn't honestly think I was going to be on tonight, but of course. I've been working on it. There I go, leaving Firefox open. I freaked out for a second. I was hearing myself talk, and I heard talking, and I thought the audio was just very low. But, so maybe if I turn it up a little bit here.
Final check. 659 and 41. What's the situation, Red Dog?
All systems are green light.
Systems green. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just want to clarify, if the video looks choppy, that's just how it was back in the day. It's not any part of the emulation running on DOS. It's just, this is how video was back then. That said, hopefully in-game is okay. I've been tinkering it. It seems like it's going to be, I just want to get to the part of the cutscene. See here, this looks a lot better. So, but none of this is in game. It's always going to have issues with the pre-rendered cutscenes. Just the way they handle the transitions and everything.
This is my daughter Brenda.
We're grateful to see you here.
I'm going to make this as brief as possible. Lucas Santino has turned this island into our own private piece of hell. He was a member of Brenda's research team when the medical benefits of the fallow sap were discovered. It was a breakthrough that held hope for thousands of sick children, but it presented the need for new research.
The trees can only be found on this island, and to the best of our knowledge, they do not reproduce. Presently, there is not enough to supply everyone who needs the medicine.
Unfortunately, we can supply very few. Brenda was focusing her research on determining a method of reproduction, but 4 months ago, an extensive fire burned her research facilities to the ground.
All of my scientific journals and data were destroyed. I felt I was close, but without them, I was forced to start over.
When we rebuilt, Lucas persuaded me that he should have his own facility on the other side of the island.
He convinced my father that 2 independent research centers would have a better chance at reproducing the trees.
I did it against my daughter's better judgment. It was a grave mistake. Within weeks, Santino had his own people on the island. Some of our employees were forcibly prevented from harvesting the fallow sap. Others have turned up dead. Now Santino has us pinned, and nobody can leave the compound.
We must have access to the trees.
Yes, we must return to business as usual. We need you to contact the same organization you spoke of. You must decide our course of action and see to it that as many trees as possible are harvested until we regain control of this island. We'll pay you some of the money you'll need up front, and the rest daily, based on the amount of sap the workers are able to harvest and process. It won't be easy. The island heat is brutal, and Lucas Santino is a very determined man.
Oh, I used to live for these old DOS cutscenes. Oh, just my childhood. Right here, so hard. I didn't play this until a little bit later in my childhood. I was probably about 9 years old. I never beat it, so that's why we're here.
I have bad news, Dr. Santino. A helicopter has landed in the Richards compound. How many men? One. You are sure of this? Yeah. Should we kill him? No. Find out who he is. Then, kill him.
Audio-video desync was always a large part of it as well. Just how it was back in the day. A lot of fun, though. So before there was Aruculo, or Aruculo. I forget how you say the one that's in Jagged Alliance 2 and also back in action. Aruculo, I think. There was Metavaria, and it's a very, very cool. Here's your sort of camp screen. You can mess with the control panel settings, all that stuff. I already have everything set up good. You do want subtitles on. Makes the game a little more enjoyable, a lot easier to understand what's going on, because some of the characters do have a bit of an accent. And why I'm making this video tonight, aside from to say I'm really excited, guys, and you know, I've just been working on this the last couple days, just trying to get this up and running on DOSBox. I have one of the original CDs here. I don't have the one for the expansion, or the sort of spin-off game, Deadly Games. I don't own that. I've never actually seen a copy in person, but I own one of the old CDs, and it's one of those things. I'm not one of those people that can just go, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, you can buy it on Good Old Games, or you can buy it on Steam now. But I was convinced that I didn't have to spend the money, because it's kind of silly to spend $10 when you already own the game. So I'm just trying to get the CD to work. Found out my problem. I had the game installed alright. I had everything fine. What I had to do, and for anyone out there who's having trouble getting this game running, you need your CD mounted in DOSBox, which the first time you install it you do, but every time after you have to mount it as well. Which it seems like a simple thing, but I don't have my CD drive auto mount. I set that up now in DOSBox, so it does automatically mount it to DOSBox, but I didn't before. So anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. In this game, there are 60 fully voiced, completely different characters, all with backstory, all with personalities, and it's amazing, absolutely stunning. So you can see here, Dr. Mark Needle Cranham. He has a salary of $1,900. You have to pay that every day, I believe. Health of 92, which is very good. 99 being the max for any stat. 80 agility. This is how many action points he gets. So on your turn, like how many time units or whatever. Dexterity comes into play with medical and mechanical. These both use dexterity to some extent. I don't really know. I just know it kind of affects those and a few other small things. Wisdom is actually your chance and how often you level up your skills. Let's use my. I love how his one eye just keeps bugging out because, however, a wandering right eye is hindered improvement to his shooting ability. So he is a very good doctor. He is 98 in medical, so he's 99 being the max. So he's a very good doctor. He can use all the best stuff. 6 explosives. Don't let him touch them. Mechanical 34, marksman 62. And these are fairly self-explanatory. This is using medical supplies, explosives, and disarming them. That's there. Mechanical is I believe it's using crowbars and picklocks and all that kind of stuff. Toolkits, repairing your guns, keeping all your stuff repaired, because you have to worry about that here. And marksman is your, aiming. And experience class, I don't know what effect that has on the game. Honestly, I have no idea. So, it just makes you better, clearly. So anyway, why I'm posting this video, and I'll make a highlight just so you guys have access to it, is I'm going to be playing this tomorrow. I'm stoked. Again, barring unforeseen circumstance, but I will be playing it soon. Either tomorrow or Friday night. And I'm going to look at all the characters here, give you sort of an example of them, and then you can go back and watch the video and pause and read everyone's backstories, and then if you'd like, pick out a starting lineup, or at least a character you'd like to see in our starting lineup, and help me get that going. Because you see, you have 8 team slots here. Granted, you only have $15,000 to start the game. You actually only have $14,000 because to spend $1,000 to ship them. So you don't want to spend all of that. So we're going to need some cheap people and some expensive people if you want to go that way. We're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty, so people will die. I'm going to Iron Man it, which I very much enjoy doing. As a kid, I didn't, and I still didn't beat the game, but I also had no idea what I was doing. So, we have Dr. Mark here. Gary Roachburn. So you can see he's already a lot cheaper. 1900 a day, 305 a day. Or 315, goodness, sorry, I apologize, tired. So, not as bad. So I'm just going to slowly click through these in silence and just let you take them all in. And again, when rewatching the highlight or whatever, just feel free to just pause and read. Okay, so one thing I want to do, I don't know, I never use Ruben here. He's kind of garbage. Just looking for his stats. But anyway, I wanted to show you. So if you click on a character here, hire, they're going to talk to us, like right now. We basically ring them up and say, hey, do you want to join us? And then they reply. So I'll show you an example of that.
I like it very much.
So Ruben's kind of a cool guy. Now, also, the on assignment, some characters will be on assignment at the start of the game, so you can't choose them. It's random who those are. So, depending on that, we may have to re-roll the starting cast, as some of our characters are. But why I wanted to show you, a normal character here. Oh, I guess, can I remove them from here? Oh, this whole time, I feel like an idiot. We could have been listening to all their voices. Alright, well, I want to show you why I was doing the voices in the first place, is Ivan. Ivan is one of my favorite characters in the game. He's one of the best, just because he's not overly expensive. I mean, it's a bit pricey, but his stats are really good and his marksmanship is really high. And the greatest thing about Ivan is this.
Хорошо. Я буду работать на тебя, проклятый капиталист.
He speaks the whole game in Russian. Every other character will talk to you in English, but he speaks Russian the whole game. And it's just a lot of fun. So, I guess from now on, I'm just going to go through and I'll click on each character and let you hear them. And I apologize to anyone who has to sit through this. But, anyway, I'll just be quiet and we'll just listen to all these characters talk. And you can all make your own decisions from there.
I'm booked in the OR tomorrow. You might want to try me later in the day.
I have enough experience to know, son, that you just don't jump at a job. You haven't done this for a while. I'll be watching you.
Oh, and that's another thing, is some characters don't want to join you right away because they don't think you're good enough, so you have to prove yourself.
You'll really have to prove yourself before I'll sign on.
Saddle up, partner. I'll be ready to hit the range.
I just want to say, Tex might be one of the best characters in the game with that voice. That's so amazingly racist and just all around great.
Yes, I work for you.
Hey, I'll go. Do you think I should get any special shots? What about those tropical malaria beetles?
It's actually too bad we can't click on Biff because he has a really crazy voice actor as well. And another thing too is each character has their own gear that they come with at the start. It's another thing to consider, but something we're not going to be overly worried about.
It's good to hear from you, but you'll have to show me what you're made of, boy, if I'm gonna think about working for you.
You see, it's me very good doctor.
Spend some more time in Metavera. Let me see how you handle it. Then try me again.
Sorry, but I have personal commitments around here. I'm only taking local assignments for a week or so.
Weren't you shown a copy of my biography?
Yes, I want this very much.
Hell yeah, I'll join.
Sure, dude. I'm itching, I'm due, and I'm ready.
I promise you, you won't regret this decision.
I had heard you were looking. You found the right man for the job.
Give me a break. I'm on vacation. Try me in a couple of days.
Your timing is bad. I just got back from an assignment. My wife gave me a list of stuff to do. I could bloody well take me a week to get through. I don't always. Give me some time to think about it. You could speed things along by showing me what you can do over the next couple of days.
Really? You really want me? Sure, I'll go.
When I was doing this part-time, I might have joined with you. but I've earned the right to expect a leader to have spent at least a week on site.
I'll be there shortly.
I could use some sun, sand, and surf. Count me in.
I'll be there in the morning, and then we'll see what that madman is made of.
I'd never miss the chance to get in on a good shooting.
I'm sure I can help you out, but I hope you realize my aim has been a little off lately.
I don't think so, man. You gotta get yourself immersed in this conflict. I mean, I gotta know you're really on top of things before I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. Tell me, does Metavira have a bakery yet?
Sorry. I only accept assignments that meet my standards. It should be written in my file, but the incompetents running the show refused to put it in there.
Yeah!
Glad you asked, but I'll have to see how things go down there before I join. Check with me in a bit.
The world wasn't built in a day, my dear brother. Metavira's quite a distance. Before I go there, I'll need to know more about you.
For sure!
Off South America, huh? I don't care much for long flights. Think I'll stick around here and see what else comes up. If things get slow, I'll reconsider.
Once you get things really underway down there, I'll consider joining.
It'll be great to see some of the guys again.
Of course I'm in. What do you think? I don't got what it takes?
Not right now. Give me a couple of days to run a background check on you, then call me back.
Give me some time to evaluate you. I'm not familiar with your work.
Alright, so we've officially seen everyone. I'm just gonna run through the couple we missed the voices of.
You probably don't deserve me, but I'll join.
You need some battle experience, my boy. There's no substitute to a good old-fashioned fire till they fall, beg the pots when it's over, battle at dawn.
Hell, I never heard of you. You're gonna have to show me what you're made of before I'll join.
Later on, maybe. I don't know much about you, or this Medivere Island. Let's see how you make out down there.
I'm kind of tied up at the moment, but I could make myself available tomorrow.
Of course, my agent could call any minute. But if he doesn't, I'll be on the next flight down.
Yes, I'd gladly work for someone as respected as you.
I I don't accept assignments to new operations until I know the exact situation and the abilities of those in charge. And that could take a while.
Sure, I'll go. If there's anything you need or anything I can do for you, you just let me know.
Thanks, but I just came off a tough assignment. I plan on taking it easy for another week or two.
Yeah, I could get into some of that.
You just bought yourself one motivated mercenary.
I've lived a long time, and I know it's because I've avoided working for young, cocky fellas, much like yourself. Work for you? I've never even heard of you.
Metavirian madness! Count me in!
I don't know much about you. This could be nothing more than a hobby. Once you've stuck it out for a while, I might...
Alright, so there we are. Thanks for, you know, sticking through all this, guys. And tomorrow, it's gonna happen. Hopefully. So anyway, if you think of a list, feel free to either like jot down on the names on like a paper or a text document, and then tomorrow when the stream happens, pop in, give me what you want to see, or drop me an email, kingrafflelobster@gmail.com. It's just down below in the description for my About Me section, wherever it is on the stream. So anyway, you all have a nice night, and thanks for coming by. So excited to get Jagged Alliance in. I really am. I've been so looking forward to this game. Anyway, yeah, you all have a nice night, and thanks for stopping by.